Okay. Good morning.
Oh, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Good
I
morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I know you had a late night. You just came back
Oh my
from your
God.
trip
It
in
was a late night.
late night.
It was very
Yeah.
late, man. We got home super late. That was not what we were supposed to do, but hey, it happens. At
It's
least we're
all
back.
right. Okay. Without further ado, guys, the end of the year is approaching really, really fast, and
Too fast.
let me see. Let me put. Should we put this? Is that too small? Today, we're gonna go over questions that since it's the holidays, we're gonna have like a lot of meeting with family, right? We're going to. Do you like this layout, or do we like this one? No, that's me. Or do we like you and I like this?
Yeah, I think that
Yes.
works. That looks
Yeah,
good.
it works. All right. So we're gonna have meetings with family, right? We're gonna do our pub buys with clients. I hope you do. I'm gonna go see a couple of
Oh
clients.
man, I got some boxes here. I got some wines. We got
Nice.
some ornaments that we're gonna hand make, you know.
Wow. We're
So
gonna
it's
do. You're gonna do your phone calls, your holiday greeting phone calls, and
yeah.
of course we're gonna have, because we're in this business.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna receive some questions from our clients. They're gonna
Yep.
ask us the usual, right?
Yes.
Where are things headed? What's the state of the market? What should we expect? What should we do? I think that's normal, right? And
100%.
are we ready to answer those questions in an educated manner, or are we just gonna wing it, right?
That's true. We don't want to
I,
wing it, guys. We want to be
what?
prepared.
Oh, I've been winning things a lot of times, but I like to educate myself nowadays. I think it's a little bit better, you know.
Yeah, the information travels a lot better when you actually educate yourself instead of just
I know. So you want to be
spewing
the source
information.
of the source and stuff like that. So what kind of big questions are clients asking nowadays? I
Mm,
think, let me go back into my second slide. I think the first one would be, where are home price headed, right?
yes.
We're talking about, I mean, so far it looks like I haven't seen prices drop really. Have you?
I haven't seen them drop. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing them go up
Yeah, steadily go up.
steadily.
So
Yeah, not
um let's not talk about pockets of like co-op condo market in New York City, because it's a whole
mhm,
different story. I feel like it's a very specific market. It's
yes.
almost like a niche market. And to be frank, yeah, it's probably not the most popular product out there. I think post COVID, everybody wants a house. We're not going to rehash that. Everybody knows. Everybody wants more space, a little bit of a backyard, a little bit of space. Like your thing. You can do like a little bit more freedom of what you can do, because you and I live in a co-op, and you have some restrictions. It's not bad. It's not fascism, but you still can do what you need to do.
That's funny. No, it's
Right?
true. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, inform yourself before you make that purchase. And we can't stress that enough. We talk about it all the time. And it's like, find yourself an agent, sit down with them and have that conversation, because it doesn't mean that co ops are terrible. It just means that some of them are better than others. And if you don't do the right research, then you're not going to find the right co op that's going to satisfy your needs.
Yeah. So let's talk about the home price there. So we definitely seeing, like, overall there was I think 3.32% increase in general in price. That's about that. Like, that's a normal increase, 3 to 4%. You
Mhm.
think that's too low? Or that's a normal one
Which one? The
in price
2023?
increase. Yeah,
Yeah, so that looks roughly normal. 2024,
yeah,
they're predicting this, but at the end of the day, it's, I guess they're going based off of what people are seeing, which will probably tie into the next topic that always tends to come up at family holidays. But we're not going to touch that yet. But I think that's affected by that. And
Actually, no, I'm wrong. The average annual home price increase since 1991, it's been 4.3%. Since
mm,
2000, an average, it's been 4.7%. So we're a little bit under. We're still having home price appreciations this year. Next year, because those rates and everything is tied up to the rates, it looks like home prices will still appreciate. There won't be a crash, guys.
mhm.
And lower. I think this is all driven by interest rate, right? But again, our economy is, let's be frank, I don't think the economy, everybody was saying, the economy is bad, but I don't think it's bad. I think we're doing pretty good overall. Let's see what the feds are going to say. When I don't even know when they're going to be talking. Before the end of the year, they'll make some announcements, right? But it's not, let's not expect any housing crash. We still have a lot of demand. Let's remember, millennials are the biggest chunk of population entering the market to purchase, right? You
Mm.
guys need to know that. We need to know that.
Yes.
The baby boomers are also a big shifting market. Those guys have, of course, enormous equity in their homes, right?
Hmm.
And they just need to pull the trigger and sell those homes and maybe go into something smaller, or just whatever. I mean, we something needs to give. If not this year, next year, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. You
Right.
know,
All
they're
right. So
more
what?
they're more comfortable living in their space. That's why it's harder for the baby boomers to leave. But
Yeah.
if you show them value, they'll do it.
So this slide is, thank you, KCM, Keeping Current Matters, and this slide is from Home Price Expectation Survey from Pulsenomics.
Hmm.
And actually that's, we encourage everybody to share those slides. Keep their slides on your phone, which I do have. I kept it. I'm just being very I listen to what people tell me, and you can share with your friends, your neighbors, and so on and so forth. So this graph is an overall results of surveys of hundreds of economists and real estate experts and strategists and so on and so forth. And yes, the consensus is prices will keep on climbing next year and the years to come. So
That's
I
right.
think back in 2027, prices are going to be back at a higher pace and increase, right?
Hmm.
That's what's going to happen.
But that's not all that's gonna happen.
No, 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 no. And then the big question is interest rates, mortgage interest rates. So that, I don't like to have that conversation because I don't have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not an expert. Like I'm seeing, I was, as we were preparing for today, I was telling you, I've been reading a lot of articles over even the last week,
Mm.
where in anticipation to the to what the feds are going to announce. So you have very optimistic people saying yes, rates are going to go down, and then 2 days ago, like, mortgage banker association is pulling out some graphs that are saying, well, after all, we're not going to see a decrease as much as we thought, and it's still going to be in the 7.5. And then you have other people that are going to say, oh no, end of 2024 we should be at 6.5. I
Oof.
don't know. To tell you frankly, I don't know. What's your take
Yeah.
on that, Ed?
I mean, it ties into a few things. I know we mentioned it before. We're not going to dive too deep into it, but I think political campaigns will affect the interest rate coming into the
Yeah.
next year.
So that's going to be
But
mid summer. They're going to start this summer then.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel that whoever is in charge of the country will try to make this look good so that they can try to shoot for another term.
Right.
Um,
Well, there's going to be
so
election. Well, who's in charge
yeah,
right now?
well, that's what I mean. Well, that's what I mean. So from now till the end
Well,
of the
you
year,
heard what I
election
said. I
time
said
next
who's
year,
in charge right now?
uh, yo, my tongue is bleeding from biting it, from wanting to say what I want to say. I'm not even gonna take that route. Um, but that's what's gonna happen. So I think, in my opinion, they are. I think that the rates are gonna go down next year, in my opinion, only because of that specific reason. Um, After that, chances are it'll go right back up again. You know what I mean? Going into 2025. That's
Okay.
just my opinion.
But if we're still like at a 6.5 environment, I think overall, over the years of the historical rates, we're still good. It's still
Yeah,
like an average. So let's
we're
not
just
even
above
make
it.
like a big deal out of it. Let's forget
No,
about anything that happened during COVID. All right.
yeah,
That's
no,
all
I know.
it is.
It's it's hard to forget what happened during COVID. Look, the end of the day, the interest rate conversation is going to come up at the table. At the end of the day, if you're a lender, then you can have this conversation. In my opinion, if you're a realtor, you shouldn't really dive too deep into what the interest rates are. At the end of the day, which Gigi, you had brought this up, we found it in the article, is if you can find something that's within reason, meets your needs, not just your wants, and if
Right.
the average monthly
Which,
payments,
yeah, you're blowing it. This
God,
was my last
see,
statement.
damn it.
At the end of the
I
show.
got
Come,
excited. I got excited. My bad.
it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, so let's forget about the interest rates. They are what they are. Okay. Let's make sure we can work on affordability as well. That's probably the biggest concern right now. But they again, just make sure you get qualified. Like don't wait
Mhm.
every 3 months if you haven't found something. And then again, if we have time, we can discuss about purchasing in this season and for sellers selling in this season, which is to me a really, really good time to sell during the holidays. Anyway, let's go with our next topic. So the
Is
big
there a
question
session?
you're going to have people asking you, do you think a recession is coming? How I've been hearing recession since last year, haven't you?
Yeah. I think every
And
time
then
winter hits, I'm always hearing that this is gonna be a dark,
no, but
cold
last
winter.
year, look even at that slide. So you have Wall Street Journal economists. Last year, 63% of those guys were saying we're entering into a recession. And they were talking about it all year long. And it looks like it was a lot of talk. And again, everything is fueled. And I hate to say it, but sometimes let's stop listening to the news.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not politically correct saying this, but
No.
this is all we've been hearing. Recession is coming. Recession is coming. Those, those news, those media outlets are all
So
crying out wolf all
so you
year
know what's
long.
funny? You know what's
Yeah,
funny? At the end of the day, um, there are higher powers in control, in my opinion. All right. There are higher powers in control,
the
and they
the
are control.
Illuminati,
Yeah.
the Illuminati.
Listen. Like I said, I'm not gonna answer that question. So what we need to understand is that these people are controlling the media outlets. So
Oh,
while they're instructing and informing everyone not to buy, there's a recession, things are through the roof, they're actually going behind everybody's back and buying everything all cash. If the interest
right.
rates are too high, they believe that they're going to slow down the market. People aren't going to buy because everything is expensive. At the end of the day, people are going to do what they have to do because if their family gets bigger, they need more space. If their family gets smaller, they need a smaller space. There's a lot of things that are impacting these individuals' lives, but at the end of the day, um, if the media is telling you not to do something, in my opinion, even Warren Buffett said it, you run towards the fire. All right. You try to figure out how you can purchase and invest and buy a portion of this so that you can also come on top. That's just
All
my
right.
opinion.
I think industries are doing fine. The economy is doing fine. I think we should be stop. I think we should stop discussing recession because we're not entering into a recession. Doesn't look like
Well,
it. No
the
matter what
power
people are saying.
the power is in the tongue, right? So if we're all talking about recession, then we're talking into existence. Maybe we should stop talking about it. But I do believe that secretly we have been in a recession this entire time because quite frankly, we've had the conversation. People talk about it, right? You go to the grocery stores, you buy something and it's triple what it was worth last year. You know what I mean? Like they're not
Yes, but
saying we're
hold
in a
on.
recession, but there's a huge increase in all of our products. You know what? That's a different topic, man. Let me not even go into that.
Right, but you no, you have so many different parameters are affecting everything. But then again, like buying power and so on and so forth. Historically, we'll have to look at this. Is it that? I mean,
Look,
things
the other
are
day,
expensive, but people are still making more money. Minimum wages increased a lot. I
yeah,
think
but
we
nobody
have.
wants to work. The problem is nobody. We're spinning off into this topic, but what I'm noticing is, yes, Gigi, you're right. There are a lot of things that are kind of affecting that, right? One thing that, in my opinion, I believe affected it was when COVID hit and they were giving out people stimulus packages, right? That's one thing that affected the economy. That's one thing why things are expensive. Another
Stimulus
reason,
what? I didn't get that.
I know you didn't get it. I didn't get it either, but a lot of people got it, right? A lot of people got it.
I
So
did
guess
not
what?
get stimulated into
And then and then and then we're
COVID.
sending money. We're sending money to other countries. Meanwhile, we're dealing with an issue here. So again, just my opinion, these are the things that are causing prices to increase. And although they're saying no, everything is fine, again, it's the media. They're controlled. They're going to tell you what they want to tell you. So if you're experiencing it, you're feeling it, you're having these conversations with other individuals and they're feeling it, then clearly something's going on. But like I said, they're not claiming it as a recession. In my opinion, I think we've been secretly living in one for the past year.
I don't know. Let's
That's
maybe
just me.
maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't.
Think
Yes, I'm
about it.
I'm seeing
Look,
it on
funny
my
story.
grocery bill.
You're
Sure.
seeing it on that. Look, I'll give you one that's super hilarious. We went to go buy cheese. You know how you buy sliced cheese and every slice of cheese is on one little slice of paper, right?
Yeah.
And it's packaged in pack. We
That the
bought cheese.
packaging is more expensive
There's
than
no more
the
paper.
cheese.
There's no more paper in there dividing the cheese. You're in there trying to peel the cheese off of the other piece of cheese
It
that was sliced
stinks.
off. It's sticking. It's breaking apart, right? And it's more expensive. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
All right.
they may
All
not
right.
call it that, but I feel like we have been. That's just
Okay.
again my opinion.
No, no, no. It's good. I mean, it is. I don't know. I don't know because despite everybody, I'm still seeing despite what people are saying, I'm still seeing a lot of purchases. Look, I come to my lobby every night and there is a mount of deliveries from Amazon. Whether we're on a holiday mode or not, or it's even me. I'm like, we have this instant gratification thing with Amazon, with Walmart, with anything, pretty much Instacart, anything. So I don't even think we seeing things are more expensive, but we're still buying. We're buying a lot of crap.
Because we have no choice, man. It's like, yo, I know I
Yes,
can't
we
be,
do.
hold on. I know I can't be the only one that catches anxiety when the holidays roll around. All right.
Why?
Because
Oh, hold on.
what do you mean
Hold on.
why? Yo, I can't, man. I cannot. Who we got here?
Okay,
Daniela?
hold on.
We got
Let's put Daniela. Um. Okay, Daniela is a mortgage professional. She's actually a good friend of ours. She's saying I've been learning that when they actually say it's a recession, it's a 6 to 8 month look back in the past to be able to determine that we are in a recession. So I think they may call it soon. Okay, thank you for
see.
your opinion. You never know. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just saying if you were in the, I don't know. I mean, there is still a lot of people buying so much crap, like Nordstrom Rack and all this and that, and everybody. I'm seeing friends and they're like, "Yeah, I got that bag. I got this. I got that. I'm like, wow, okay. I don't know.
Where
I
where is that money coming from?
don't know. I don't know. Any whoozle.
All
Um,
right.
all right.
And then the
So
last question.
did I?
No, we got one
Oh
more. We
yes,
got
so
one
this
more.
is an illustration where that goes with should
With
I
should I
buy
buy?
a home this year?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, we're gonna say that. Let me be the devil's advocate.
Oh
Barbara,
no, you
you here?
didn't.
You're listening, Barbara? I said devil's advocate. And and I'm like, yeah, that's our job as real estate agent. Of course, that's what we're selling. We're selling a home, right? Um, but let's take into consideration. Look at the price of rent since 1988. This is triple, more than that. It's pretty insane, right? So I
Yeah.
think rent are sky high. How much a 1 bedroom is 2300 in our area, easy.
And we're
In
catching
Queens,
up.
for
In my
instance,
area, it's catching up.
it's 26, 27 in some like bigger apartments. I mean, some I think even rental buildings are even more than I don't even know. I mean, it's insane.
So I feel that the question you should be asking yourself, even though you want to ask an agent, hey, is it the right time to buy? It really all depends on how much you are spending. What's your budget? You know what I mean? Because again, I killed it earlier, but I'll say it now. And Gigi and I were talking about this was that if you find something that can meet your needs,
Yeah,
all right, and if it falls within your price point, that budget that you're trying to stay within, go for it. You know what I mean?
right.
It doesn't matter what it is. Why? We've already witnessed it. If you currently are renting that property, guess what the owner of that property did? They bought back in this time where it was lower and it's only been
Yeah,
going
but
up for
guess
them.
what? What's the advantage? I mean, the advantage for you to rent a property is like, yes, you have a roof over your head, but
Hmm.
you're paying your
Yep.
landlord's mortgage, you're making somebody richer than
You
what they
never
are.
know.
There
You
is
know what
no
the
tax
con is?
benefit. But
The other con is that you never know when you're going to be there till, right? Like I rented one of my investors. I have an investor who has multiple properties, right? So I rented one of his apartments. 4 months after we rented the apartment for him, he's already thinking about selling it. And now what's the
right,
problem? I'd have to find an investor to keep the tenants in the apartment. They're nice people, but if they don't want to buy it with the tenants, then unfortunately they gotta go, right? You know,
exactly.
so
But
why would you want to live
that's
that
a
way?
different thing. So I think like, we all are at different places in life. But then again, it's like I know the market is also at a different place. I know we're talking recession. Yes, no, maybe they'll say that. Maybe they'll say, I'm like, this is all polemic. It's all like everybody has so many
Yeah.
different opinions. It's a little bit confusing. You're getting dizzy out of this. It's like your personal situation changes, the job changing, market is a different place, but there are many, and we probably should go back over reiterating maybe another time the advantages of home ownership. And
Mhm.
like there are many programs that are actually pushing people towards home ownership, different states and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Daniela, who is a mortgage professional, could tell you a lot. I think there is up to $15,000 in grant money that could be given in
Mhm.
certain situation. So why not? When you rent, and why not put yourself in that? Like move towards home ownership. I'm not saying you have to be ready right away, but
Yeah.
I think the smarter thing to be is to prepare yourself so you don't have to pay somebody else's mortgage. You could take advantage of all the benefits of owning a home, even the tax
Mhm.
benefits. All right. And then the personal benefits, the financial benefits. Think of your kids' future. There are even studies that are showing that children of parents who own their homes are doing 10 times better than kids that are of parents who rent. And it's
Mhm.
sad, but it's obviously there is a whole different environment there. So
Yeah.
which brings us to our last slide. And I'm really gonna, yes, as a real estate agent, I think everybody should get pre-approved for the house and really work towards what is called, after all, in America, this is the American dream, owning a home, right?
Is I thought it was owning a gun.
And that was part of the yes, it's one of our amendment. It's true. No, hey, uh, whatever it is, it's I
It's
will not
definitely it's definitely one of the American
one,
dreams.
right? So same thing. I mean, like, once you paint, like if you have enough visual, and sometimes it's like I remember, like even real estate agents, when you started becoming a real estate agent, you didn't own a home. When 28 years ago, when I started real estate, I did not own a home. But you see, like very quickly I think we realize it's like, okay, we're in this business. It's like it would be sad if we're not homeowner, if we can't experience what our consumers are experiencing, right?
True.
And then, like, and then once you're into that, and furthermore, not only are we homeowners, but we became investors. Am I wrong?
No,
And
you're
there
right.
is nothing wrong with this. And this is the natural process. And I think everybody should be thriving for that. So you shift your priorities a little bit. Maybe I don't want a handbag from Gucci because, first of all, this is disposable luxury and the prices are not going to increase versus a house,
Mhm.
which is a bigger asset. And then that price is most likely to increase. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like shifting your mind to different priorities. And I don't want to put anybody down. If anyone out there wants to invest, I mean, wants to purchase Gucci bags, go for it. But
Gucci.
my book, buying a house is a much better investment. And Daniela is actually correct. Generational wealth. I don't know what my kids are going to want to do with the properties. Maybe they want to dispose of it. But I can tell you, like right now, I'm very happy. Even if it's not in this country,
Mhm.
we have a house that we've had in the family for, I don't know, at least 200 years that I can
Damn.
recall. It's my brother and my sister's house, and we own it in the south of France. We have actually two properties, and this is generational wealth. It's been I can talk about my uncle, and when he married his wife, I mean, the house has been in the family for centuries. Is
Yeah.
that wrong? No, I think it's great.
No, it's true. It's I don't think I can stress it enough. And I know there's a lot of changes that goes on in the market, but earlier this year, I remember coming across an article that a lot of the big banks like JP Morgan Chase, I think Bank of America was one of them too, they were investing in single family homes. They were buying out single family homes left and right. And they're using it for what? For rentals, right? Like
I know.
Airbnbs. And they're keeping
Yeah,
this home while they were telling the media to push the agenda of the economy doing terrible, interest rates are through the roof, you shouldn't buy a home right now. They were going behind the back and buying things up left and right, you
yeah.
know? So again, yes, things are crazy, things are wild. We don't know what they're going to, but if you kind of pay attention to what's happening, regardless of the matter, prices are going to continue to go up. People just want to live in these cities, these heavily populated cities. They enjoy that. They enjoy stepping outside and finding five bodegas on the same block.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
Like despite all the craziness of what's going on, the
it
convenience of it.
fits.
You know,
There you go. That's
having
what
things
people
so
pay for.
close. Do I want
Convenience.
to get lost in the woods and then like I'm all by myself? I'm not a hermit yet.
Yes.
I'm
Me?
not ready
Yes.
to. I'm not ready to give up yet. I'm like screw humanity, but no, I still do, like sometimes you feed off of the energies of other people.
You do. You
So
do.
that's what being a city, what is it, a city dweller is, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
sometimes I do
people like
enjoy,
that
and
lifestyle.
I do enjoy having the choice of having dwelling in the city and having something in the country, and you do too. This
I
is where, like,
do.
what, when I'm
I love
done,
getting out of the
I'm
city.
driving up to Connecticut and I'm in my
Mhm.
woods, and it's okay.
Across the river so nobody can reach me unless they got a boat.
Here you go. So this is that quote. And you guys, if you want to save this, there was an article on actually from KCM called "The Biggest Questions Clients Are Asking This Holiday Season." Please download all the slides because we just displayed them today. And this quote: "If you can't find a house that meets your financial expectations for a monthly payment, and it is a good time for you to buy, then do that. And if you wait for prices to fall and they never do, which most likely they won't, you may discover the hard way that the house that you found a year ago, that you really loved, but that you could afford at that time, but passed on, next year it's a lot more expensive. And then you may not be able to afford that house."
Yeah,
So, yeah.
no, it's true.
Yeah. So, guys, here Ed is actually sharing with us the article. So please download those slides, keep them on your phone, and you're gonna have those conversations with your family, with your loved one, with your friends, with your
Mhm.
clients. Be ready. sound like you're educated. Of course, you're going to be educated and be the source of the source. And I think it's really, really important for establishing yourself as
Yeah,
a professional. All right.
I agree.
Even if you just got your license,
And the
you
slides
deserve.
have all the information.
Yeah.
So at least now you can present facts, not just talk about it. You can present the facts.
Yeah.
So
All
use it.
right.
Don't be scared for the holidays. Meet these people. Have a chip on your shoulder. Be
Yes. Make
excited
sure.
about what you know
Yeah. Yeah.
and be
Take care
confident.
of the database of take care of your SOI, like your top 10%. Who's your
Mhm.
10%? Go and see them. Yeah, get those pies
Yeah.
ready. Get those little gifts. I think
Oh
the
yeah.
ornament stuff is kind of cute. What do you have, like your face, Ed, at the gym?
So it's gonna be me with a Santa hat, Santa beard, no shirt on, lifting dumbbells. Talk about happy holidays. Imagine. Yo, that's a
Oh
good
my god! You know
idea.
what?
We're
I
red
I
suspenders.
I know egos are huge in our industry. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk about. He's on the floor. The most valuable player of the week is Daniela.
Yo,
Daniela,
Daniela out here
yes.
dropping gems. We're trying to get
Um,
some what is it? Some generational wealth, man. You know, a lot of our folks don't know about that. You tell them about
you know
generational
what?
wealth, they're like,
Do you want to talk
I don't want
to?
any debt.
That's
Oh, the golden chicken. I had to do it. Generational wealth, because
yeah.
that was a golden chicken nugget.
Yeah, we should have Daniela at another time. I know during the holidays we're not going to have a lot of viewership, but let's have Daniela and get her insight. This lady is young. She's a young mortgage professional, but she's got some good stuff to say apparently, and
Good.
she's been helping us a lot. Thank you so much for your good work, Daniela. We'll put you on our screen very soon. All right.
Yes,
In the
let's do it.
meantime,
Real quick though.
uh, yeah.
Shout out to Fernando for commenting. I haven't
Oh,
seen him in a long time, but Fernando, I hope you're doing great, my brother. So he said we've been here before, or at least I have been. I'm old enough. The U.S. economy is resilient, and recession are great opportunities disguised as crisis. Yes, I agree. Invest now and refinance later at a lower rate.
there you go. There you
Boom.
go. There you go. There you
Nuggets.
go. This is we can't
Nuggets.
say it enough. Absolutely right. But guys, yes, let's not be all pessimistic all the time. Just give out facts straight out right. Things are what they are, and there are still
Yep.
opportunities to purchase and to get
That's
into
it.
that market. If you see the house that fits your needs, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, man.
Refinance later. Then you'll be in a much
Refinance
better.
later. Or, the average person nowadays lives in their home for about 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what the equity on that property will look like 7 years from now,
Yeah.
right? That's the way you have to think about these investments. When you buy, okay, so what? So be it. Hey, it's a one-bedroom apartment. It fits your needs. What are you complaining about? Would you rather be renting that same apartment for double what you would have paid in mortgage and maintenance, for example? No. Who wants to do that? So hit up Gigi, hit up myself, hit up some realtors. Let's help you get these properties going. All right. If you want more information or if you have questions and you need answers, reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for participating. Thank you for your viewership. Until next time, I guess we'll see you next week. That will be our last, next week will be our last show of the holidays because after that, I guess there won't be any need.
Really? The end?
We'll keep busy.
We're going to go into
I'll
the
be
new
doing
year.
stuff. No, the 22nd, I have like a Christmas lunch. It's going to be that
Ooh.
Friday. Then after that, it's going to be the 29th. I think I just want to, the 29th, I want to shut down early and just go. Maybe I should go someplace. Anyway.
Do it. I think
Yeah,
you should
do
do
it.
it. We're coming to the end of the year, and it's not so much that we're taking off because we don't want to do anything. It's because, quite frankly, there's a lot of holidays, and we can't close deals without attorneys. So
I know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next
thanks,
time.
everybody.
Music, maestro, music. Let's go for it.
What'd you say?
Music. You're the
Oh.
one. You're the DJ, aren't you?
Hey, here we go now. Here we go now. We about
right, I'm
to
done.
exit
We're
the
ending this
show
thing.
now. Here we go now. Here we go now. We about to end the show right now. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Thanks for
I'm
tuning
going.
in. Bye
Oh.
bye now. Cut.